Hi, I'm Mike. This is my first mate, Callie. Come join us on Red Fox, my 1986 Catalina 34, as we explore the Pacific Northwest.
So this is my water separator for my diesel. Normally what happens is the diesel comes down, will swirl around here, and because diesel is lighter than water, the water goes down to the bottom. Use this little spigot here to get out the water, excess water. Now this is not, you're only supposed to get a little bit in there. It happens with sailboats, especially in a marine environment. Get a little bit of water in the tank. The problem is I've been getting a lot of water in the tank, like way too much. So between polishing the fuel, looking at what could possibly be leaks, looking at seals, I couldn't quite figure out what it is. And it wasn't until a bright sunny day, checking seals around gaskets, that I think I know what the problem is. Here is my diesel fuel cap. Has a winch. The winch goes in, you turn it, it's already loosened, but go ahead and open it up. And I'm looking at it. It looks like the seal is fine on here. Looks nice. Doesn't look like it's broken or anything. And then it kind of dawned on me, looking, that maybe this is the problem. You see that light coming through? That means there is a crack in there. So water is just filling up in there and going right into the tank. So I picked up a new from Catalina Direct, a new stainless steel diesel, which means it can't crack. Well, it shouldn't crack because it's all stainless steel. So I'm going to install this. Hopefully this fixes the problem. I'm going to put that on there. Make sure it actually fits, which it does. Lock that down. Figured while I was out, I would check my other seals or my other caps and see if there's a problem there as well. These are pretty cheap, so I will probably have to get rid of them. But at 40 bucks a piece or 50 bucks a piece, something like that, that's not exactly in the top priority, especially for water. See any cracks, but it's definitely not the best feeling. It feels pretty cheap. I mean, they're really old. They're probably came with the boat, you know. Here's my waste. I don't really see a problem with it at all. While I don't see a problem with them, they do need to be replaced. They're falling, you can feel that they're falling apart, but they're not super destructive like water in your fuel. A little bit of rainwater in your water is not bad, and rainwater in your waste just helps it smell better, I guess. So, or my aft water tank lid looks like it's pretty new. I'm not seeing any problems inside. I think this was added afterwards. It's definitely not original Catalina, but it is plastic. So I might as well do all of them when I do them. So originally I had a nut on here to hold this on, but that's a bad idea. Even if it's a locking nut, especially exposed to gasoline, things like that could degrade and it falls into the tank. So here's the chain. There's the little hole. We're going to go ahead and put that on. And what I'm going to use is a pop rivet. I got this gun online. Forget how much it was. It wasn't that expensive. So you take a pop rivet, take the fat end, you push it through the hole in there. And what you're going to do is you're going to pump it. And what it'll do is create a nice rivet for you. Tight. Should break off. And now we have a nice rivet on there. It's nice and clean. It's nice and clean on the inside, and that should never ever come off. Well, it could degrade after a while, but this is copper. This is stainless steel. It's a little springy because of the butyl tape. Press that down. I really like butyl tape because it's water resistant. But you can also, unlike some of the other adhesives, you can take it off and it's not a huge issue. It's kind of like it's almost like a gum, I guess. Nice and tight on there. You want it to squeeze out the sides. You can clean that up later. So it's nice and tight. Chain's on so it can't accidentally fall off. So butyl tape, after you've squeezed it, go ahead and just cut off the excess. Probably go back and clean this up a little bit more, but in the meantime, it's doing its job really well. It is reusable, but it's pretty inexpensive, so I don't normally will reuse it. So there we go. That's pretty good, as is. So we're gonna put this back on. Go ahead and tighten it down. Doesn't need to be super tight, but tight enough. There we go. The exterior is done.